Without me, eyes are marbles. No darkness they see. Faces look garbled. No flurry they feel. No breath, no cheer. Death not to fear. Time is not spent. Roses has no scent. At nothing you can marvel without me. But it wasn't roses, my precious. Not roses. Lilies. Not lilies, not roses. Which one was it, precious? Quiet! Someone's coming.
Stick and a hat and a cage upon his back.
We may provide you with a cart. There is no hope for him, I fear. The creature is lost.
Well, let's see how he responds to some light.
Someone tortured him, long before the Dunadan found him. The darkness grows beyond our borders. My people are growing anxious. We cannot let this evil linger among us, Gandalf. We believe that he went to Mordor.
That's what I feared. What did he hope to find, I wonder? Leave us. I want to hear what he has to say. Why don't we start with your name? Your real name, not the one others have given you. Very well. Let us try someone else's name. Bilbo Baggins. Yes, you remember him. He found you more than 60 years ago, deep underneath the roots of the Misty Mountains. He took something from you. A ring.
My precious.
You were looking for it, weren't you? You left your home in the mountains, worming your way down the hills, always hiding from the moon. You followed the Hobbit's trace all the way east to the Lonely Mountain. But then you stopped and turned south. Why? Something must have drawn you away. A voice calling you to the land of shadow.
Leave us alone!
Whispering your name in your dreams.
Not listening.
So, once again, what is your name?
Smeagol.
Very well, Smeagol. Now, let us start at the beginning.
Tomorrow, my dear, tomorrow we find something nice. And up again.
The Mountains of Shadow. That is where you are hiding.
Mustn't ask. Why is it asking us questions? Why?
You know why.
Shadow Mountains. Yes. That's how they called it. The Orcs did.
So you talk to the orcs?
Never. But we have sharp ears, and we listens. Sharp again with this one. No Baggins, no precious, and the eye, it's always watching.
An orc cave?
Orc lived there, yes, hiding from the great eye, we thinks. Long gone, when we came, the nasty orc, long dead.
You must have had friends once. A family?
They kicked us, cast us out, cast them all, cast them. It was our birthday. Yes, it was.
Your birthday?
Perhaps she helps us now, the great spider. Perhaps. We both are beasts to eat, yes, and crunchy orcs, but she doesn't like them much. And if she's not happy, what does she do then? I love. Wraps us all up like spindles. No, not through her tunnels, not yet. Must bring her nicer things than orcs. No nice friend was he, precious. Not tricksing us now, is he? Hmm? No, no, not anymore. It was ours, our precious. My birthday present. It came to me on my birthday.
So I've heard.
Orcs couldn't see us. No one could see us. Not even nasty wizards.
How did you find it? You're precious.
Nasty light! Smeagol wants to sleep.
He cannot sleep now, but I shall dim the light for you.
Waxhole, Birdsfoot, all the same, sweet one. Just names in a stupid song.
So you never left that cave?
Never.
And no one ever saw you?
No one. Nasty bird. It watches us. It spies on us. Catch it, grab it, throttle it. There it is. Filthy little spy. It will tell the Wraiths and squeal on us. Dirty little spy. Squeeze it. Yes, squeeze the crooks. And then we eat.
He's alive. Of course he's alive, you scum. Did they breed you in a crate? Her ladyship just gave him a sweet little kiss.
Cautious. No speed. Orcs mustn't see us.
There, see? Right.
Kissed him, eh?
Stop. Yeah. Back to the tunnel, come on.
They left.
What was that?
And that's how far you ever went into Mordor.
We never left the clouds. Why is it asking us? There it is, the spy. Two of them. Two little croakses. Climbed up too high, didn't we, precious? Not safe here. He mustn't see us. No, not him. His eye sees all, they says. All lands and mountains. It might see Baggins. Not him. Not him. Don't speak to him. Don't listen.
Ghost, spy,
Hide.
badger.
Hide.
Just reporting. Luke Boars will know what to do.
They will tell him. He will know. And it's two of them. Follow, but quiet. Stay in the shadows. What about the bird? Forget birds.
I'm telling you, it was that little one. She lost Spider Friend. I haven't seen it for years. I hope the ladyship had sucked it dry.
Yeah, shouldn't report it. It's always trouble. Then they send their bloodhounds, and that's never fun.
Open up! Who's there? Who do you think? Open up!
Mustn't lose them. Up here.
So they never caught you, yeah? Then why are there torture marks on your hands?
It's only scars. She could help us.
Something's brewing. Even the shriekers are out and flying. Those screams, makes your skin crawl.
Yes, the spider could help. First, lure them into her webs, and then...
War, that's what's brewing. Folks high up are getting tense. I hate this tunnel.
The other lantern's out again.
Go high.
Someone should slay that
You smell
monster.
No,
She can't
take
be
this
far.
one first.
Yeah, no doubt. That's her stench. I hate these tunnels.
Wants to light fires, does it? Clever orc. The other one. We need a stone.
Maggot!
Hit the lantern. Hit the light.
She's lurking. Hey, what?
Must get out of the light, dear. They will find us. The beetle saw us. Smash it, smash it. What if it's friendly? Eat it. Don't let it tell on us. Beetle wants us no harm, does it? Could be a spy. It could be. or just wants to eat pollen, perhaps. Pollen. Yes, it hasn't been following us, has it? It likes us. Look. Look. It hurts. Are they gone? Well done, my dear. The Wraiths! The Wraiths!
Look at me. Look at me. They brought you to him, didn't they? The Dark Lord. What did you tell him? What did you tell Sauron? The ring! What did you tell him?
Nothing. Nothing. We swears. We swears. Don't tell them, precious. Baggins took it. Baggins from the Shire.
So he knows.
Shut up! Don't lose it! Shut up, Grashneg. Gonna talk again.
No, quiet. Yes, very quiet. But perhaps nice Orc will share some bread, yes?
Lie down and be quiet.
Please, Smeagol doesn't know a thing. We swears. Finn, old man, must tell them.
Be quiet. You will get us all killed.
Nice men will help us, yes?
Hide in the car. Over the bridge. Through the gate. He won't.
Death, is it?
I said, shut up.
What's this for?
It's your number 4.
Lay down.
Smeagol doesn't know what to do.
Reading. Move, you beast.
The Great Eye sees us.
The Great Eye sees us.
Just keep your head down. Do what the masters tell you.
Run! Run till your feet are bloody!
What is that thing? Not a dwarf, not a goblin. Too ugly for either of them.
Be quiet.
Yes, my king.
I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you're sick. As long as you run.
See that one? Oh, these new slaves are weaklings. The Borocs like them. I'm not picking up scattered bones again.
Oh, you'll have to. They need all the strong ones higher up now. All trained by the Oh, cruel orcs, cruel men. What has Smeagol ever done to them?
Nimdach, Slogobishil, Golsuk.
Please, we don't understand.
This way. Hey, Grashneg. I didn't catch your name.
Smeagol.
Smeagol. You're going to die down here, Smeagol. My advice, make your death count. You have to get the Borocs back into their pens. As fast as you can. They let you starve if you're slow.
Borocs?
The beasts. If they run at you, find cover. Get to high ground if you can. They don't have the best eyes. Open the pens and lure them in there. Then quickly close the gates.
Pens?
All right. I will help you. Climb the ladder. The gate is not for us.
Old and sticky, but we can make some strings out of them, perhaps.
First things first. The slaves chase the cattle. The cattle chases the slaves. You are the bait. If you're careless, you'll get trampled. Lure the animal into the pen, and then quickly shut the gate. Those beasts love to break the levers. That's why there is another one on top. Now down on the other side. Carefully. That's it. Get his attention and run. Now run! Run to the pen! And that's it! Hold on. No, it's not. Very well. There is another pen, back there. But the way is long, and the Borocs are fast. These ones are bulls, so I wouldn't trust the fences to stop them. If they get too close, try getting to higher ground. Above the gate is another lever.
Why are they doing this to us? Smeagol has promised. He'll find the precious for him. He swears.
Snaglow! Dragolook! Ovishim!
What's it shouting, precious? Beastmaster will tell us.
Not too bad. For your first day. Not too good either. No more work down below, though. They want me to keep an eye on you. Their newest scheme to humiliate me, I suppose. Next, the mines.
Dry! Snaggle up, move!
What's it saying, Precious? Is it asking riddles?
Don't listen to her. There's a reason she's in a cage.
Is it a witch, Precious? Does it know curses? Or riddles, perhaps?
Water.
No water, no nice water.
Snagala, kutsnuk ach kontra.
Please! Smeagol doesn't know.
Doesn't know the words, does he?
No.
And what does a good slave do? Huh? A good slave that doesn't know the words? He learns. Maybe you should run, little slave. We want to be done before the third horn, don't we?
Please, wait. The frail man must help us. What was that?
The bridge. Now come on. They want you to search the tunnels for dead workers.
Dead.
8 didn't report back yesterday. Find their bodies, collect their numbers, as quick as you can.
Numbers?
Yes, their tags. Like the one they gave you, 8. You're on your own now. 8 bodies, 8 numbers.
It's too hot.
Oh, these are the mild parts.
Please, wait. The frail man must help us. What was that?
The bridge. Now come on. They want you to search the tunnels for dead workers.
Dead.
8 didn't report back yesterday. Find their bodies, collect their numbers, as quick as you can.
Numbers?
Yes, their tags. Like the one they gave you, 8. You're on your own now. 8 bodies, 8 numbers.
It's too hot.
Oh, these are the mild parts.
Hey, look.
Or would you prefer the fiery rivers?
What is it doing? Look at that. It's using the
Wants to join the horrendous maggots down there.
shivers.
Didn't think so.
This one doesn't need a number anymore, does it? That's 1, 7 left. Not nice work. Fire. Fire that floats. 2 numbers. How did they die, my precious? Too much work. Too much heat. Come, faster.
I miss the sea of Narnan. At least we had bread. Stay bread. It was something. Precious.
I don't think he knows what's going on. He does. Believe me, that old the Great Bridge. Never lost a fight. Lost his brother. Don't underestimate him.
Three. Cruel orcs. No one here to help us find our precious.
Hey! What kind of freak is that?
Oh, we must rest. Not now, love. Not yet.
Hey, what is that? Looks like a frog.
Don't listen, my love. Five, just 1 minute. No rest, my precious, or someone collects our number 2. See? Made it down. Ah! It's too hot. It burns our skin. That's number 6. 2 more, 2 more.
The foreman, he's first.
Only one more, only one. It burns us. Everything burns. 8, that's it. Now back to the mine master.
What's your number?
9, 14, 16, 20. Hey!
What's happening?
They're sending the weak up to the tower.
It didn't even fight.
They never do.
Now. Hey! Now.
Number!
13, 10, 81.
Hey! Gone! Hey!
Back to the barracks, fool. You don't die today. What happens to the Tower of Light? They don't come back. That's all I know.
Hey!
Do they get killed? Cursed? What's the light do to them? They go on, they don't come down. That's all.
And you?
Eat! Oh, eat!
Ugly and slow. I would milk you for blood, if you had any. Well, listen.
We could use that.
Who did this? Come on, who saw it? Anyone?
He fell.
Yes, that's bound to happen with a broken neck.
I've seen people sit there all night, staring out that window. Hatching out plans. Good, clever plans. All dead and gone. What are you looking at? The bridge? The gate? Ah, yes. That beautiful gate. Leads straight out of Lugborz, they say. There it is, opening to the chime of a bell. A cunning invitation.
Who lives in the tower?
The master of the Black Pits, a sorcerer. But the orcs just call him Candleman.
Candleman?
Maybe they think it's him whose light burns in the tower. Alas, there is only one way into the Tower of Light. The one that our sick friend Darimon took today. He lost his hope long before he lost his life. As most of us do. Before that, however, he tried to find plans for the tower. He was obsessed with it. A great collection of maps, he told me. Stored somewhere in the halls of Grond. In a building made of steel.
Halls of Grond?
I could show you the way, if you want to see for yourself.
Don't listen, Maggot. No brains left in that old scrag. He's been down here too long.
Mines.
The Great Eye sees us. The Great Eye knows.
Mines.
I hear you're quite a climber.
Water. Go ahead. You can't hurt me anymore.
Masters can. Cruel masters always finds a way to hurt.
That rodent from yesterday, still walking.
Special honor for you today. Some of our little crackers didn't go off last night. Some dirt eater needs to crawl down the tunnels and light them up. And among all dirt eaters, don't you two look like kings? Stop staring, Shaku.
It's gonna come down on us.
What's a dirt eater?
That's what they call slaves they deem useless. Come on, this way. Take a light. It's going to be dark.
We likes dark. Frail man can keep nasty lights.
They used to have dwarves for this kind of work, but they're all gone. Now they send in the most starved slaves. Workers already placed the explosives. Lighting them, that's the dirt eater's task. At the end of the tunnel, you'll find a barrel full of flammable liquid. Go down, light it up, then run for your life.
Why?
When you smell the fumes, you'll know why. No marks. These tunnels haven't been cleared. Take some igniters, the redstones. Roll down to the barrels and put the redstone in. Then hurry back. Don't breathe too much.
What's the frail man's job?
I'll keep watch.
Smells like foul eggs. That must be the cracker.
So, you can see in the dark, huh? Do you want to know a secret? Let's finish these tunnels first. Come this way. There are more of these cursed things.
No, Smeagol wants to go home to the river. Nice cold river.
Well, you can't, can you?
Frailman's useless. Useless. What did he do? He does nothing. It's very old. Can't grow nice like us, can it? No, it cannot.
You can breathe now. Breathe in. One more, come on.
What's the secret?
No, forget about it.
Has it food, eh? Has it nice fish hidden away?
Not here. Finish the last tunnel, then meet me back upstairs at the cages.
Come on! Are you sleeping? When they send you into the night, that's when you can sleep. What is this? A rat hole? I want to see tunnels.
Secret? What secret, eh? The old man has secret food, perhaps? Yes. What does it eat? Cruel orcs eat everything up. Think of the precious, my love. How it shined, how it twinkled in the dark. So sweet, so beautiful. We must find it. Find it before he does. Then he can crawl in the dark, make nasty lights shine.
What's that? I smell incompetent.
Aye, but who's a looking at Sklimmerip? Gollum.
And now he wants bread for crawling through some dirt. Take it then. Nobody shall call Grashneg unjust. Back upstairs with you.
Air is better here. Frail man can tell us secrets now.
Remember the dwarves I mentioned earlier? One of them told me something once. Those buildings up there above the bridge, see? He had to build them. Dangerous work. But after a while, he knew where the guards watched. He'd steal red stones and hide them in a cave near the bridge. Just one stone each day, so the guards wouldn't notice.
Why?
Why do you think?
What happened?
Well, one day he slipped and fell.
That's not a nice story.
I suppose not.
That's all I'm saying.
But you gave her war.
Hey, little Gollum got bread. Now Gollum owes it to me. Your bread? Or are you deaf? Are you deaf, little Gollum? See? Sharing. Look, the little Gollum shares.
The halls of Grond. Frailman said there was maps.
I'm Sefut. But I suppose Frail Man is fine. Stay close to me. I can show you. That big hoist with the bell, we call it the Rattler. You can hear why. That's your way in. You cannot reach it from here, but there's another way, from down below.
Master won't let us work down below.
He barks worse than he bites. He only hates leak spittles. Follow me to the sewers.
Long live the king! Snagala!
Why don't you move? Come on, girl, move. Yabarai Fasul. Sharku, to the sewers. This thing is all yours. Ah, you stink already.
Good. I'm going to send you down with the Mormac flow.
What's Mormac?
The cage is going up to the Tower of Light. You know why we call them the Silent Stairs? When the doomed go up there in one of the cages, their screams are choked by fear. They go up choking, and coming back down in these channels is the Mormac. Dark water that feeds the beasts of Mordor. When you leave the ditch, you will see the Rattler. The hoist with all the bones, remember? The Rattler will take you up to the halls of Grond. If you ever get there alive. Let me just open this for you. Good luck.
There, the Rattler. So far away. What if he watches us, the Dark Lord? What if he sees? Not tiny Smeagol. So many things for him to watch. Mountains, enemies, spies. No, Lord is looking for the precious. He wants it. But Smeagol promised to help the Lord. We must do what the Lord says. What he says, yes. But he says, save the precious. And who has the precious, eh? Baggins. Not here, is it? The nasty, tricksy hobbit. How can we protect the precious when it's so far away?
Any news on the Black Legion? Marching to Baggins soon. That's what Grashneg says. Oh, that's nonsense. The Tars are still prowling on our doorstep. Not for long. The eye is upon them.
This place.
There it is, the rattler.
Don't you worry. The great eye will make them strong. And then we shall see if you still like them obedient. Feed them the Morlock.
So, you really want to challenge him?
Why not? He's a fool.
So are you, if you think him easy prey. The Beastmaster's a shrewd one. What's he done to you, anyway?
Mind your own business.
Don't spill any of that. My brother's bones lie down there.
Your brother should have learned how to use a whip.
Hey, hurry up! And you mind your tongue. There's always room for more bones down there.
Keep still now. Steady now. A wolf. It's a wolf. They built giant monsters for the war. But where do we find the maps? A house made of steel. That one, yes. How do we get there? No way to cross. Needs to take the long way round.
Grond's looking beautiful today. What a pity we'll have to give him away when the war comes. This way.
Jesus!
This damn stone will break my feet. My hands are bleeding.
Stop whining. Your blood will dry soon enough.
See where this goes, eh? They'll hear us.
What do the patterns mean?
Nothing.
I heard they bind some dark magic.
Nonsense. Careful with that. They're still hot. Use the shovel. Got it. At least we got our own place now.
Won't be easy to keep. Do your part and keep it then. What? What was that thing? Dunno. One of the Candleman's spiders?
Nah, it looked different. Pass me the bottle. Hey! The bottle! Are you deaf? Gorbel! Hey! Oh, curse it. Hey! Druma! Come here! Gorbel's cold. I think he didn't like the heat.
Up here. What's that? That moving wood thing. Is this what moves the wood thing? Yes, the wood thing could help us. Nice leather for shoes, but we needs no shoes. Up this way. First up, then down again. Down here. Let's see. It moves. Precious makes the wood thing move. Like a skull on a string. Now see where it gets us.
Only the bosses know.
Scraps of metal. Oxys made that for the big war machine. Behind us. See what Smeagol does? Very nice, my love. almost there. The map house, see? Less haste now. There will be orcs. Don't want them to spot us.
They took my little brother yesterday. He fell off the ladder. They picked him up, sent him up to the tower.
Almost there. Now where do they keep
Now I have to do his
Napsies?
shift too.
There are guards.
You go over there. You go over there. The other way! Yeah! You should have taken the other way. Yeah. Curse you. Halt! The other way. That's on you. Now I will have to report this.
Here we are. This? No, not the tower. No tower at all. This one looks like the tower. Nasty tower of light. Time to go back. Orcs will miss us. Don't want to go up the silent stairs, do we? Come, time to leave. And there's our way back.
Who's there?
Get back here!
Stop the wagon!
Too late, little orcses. Too late.
From somewhere.
To dig himself a little hole. Not such a good plan now, is it? This one tried to skip work. Crane was tampered with too. Snorri's looking into it. Cut him open.
No, wasn't us. Look at us. We're famished.
Down to the lakes with him. See how he likes deserting then.
Lakes?
Yes, our fiery lakes. A bunch of slaves didn't report back yesterday. I want all missing numbers by the time they sound the horn.
No, please. No lakes, no fire.
Look how big his eyes got.
That's one. No running brushes. It's too hard. Come.
Captain! What? One of your men crawled up that tunnel over there. And? Shouldn't he be working? Special mission.
That's the last one, yes?
But then shouldn't he be back
Could be
by
more.
now? He probably should.
Smeagol wants to sleep. Just a little further, sweet one. Just a little.
Get up and drink. You're parched.
I don't know. He looks like a scabbed lizard.
And I've seen him climb like one.
And small as a child. He will never make it to the bridge.
Listen, the orcs want you dead. They want all of us dead. Let's end this, shall we? No more heat. No more ashes. What say you?
My king, we have to move.
What say you?
No more heat.
No more ashes.
He cannot make that climb. This is madness.
Orcs, my king, we cannot linger.
You remember the red stones, yes? Here's all I need you to do. Climb up to that creaking bridge.
My king!
Fight, or keep eating dirt. It's your choice. But we are going.
Creaking bridge.
Just listen, just climb up. Up, as high as you can. There's a storage room with many barrels. One of them should have a black mark.
Up to the creaking bridge.
He's nothing but skin and bones. He can't do it.
He can. You can do this. You know the drill. Take a stone, put it in the barrel, run. Get up. Let's show those vermin who I am. Take the red stones.
Who's up there?
Go now. Kaivad will wait on the other side of the bridge. As soon as you light your barrel, he will light his.
Kaivad? Who is...
Go. There is no time.
Lord won't be happy, no. And up we goes. Not a good worker now, are we? Not good at all. It's high. Now what? What are we doing? Doing Fredman's bidding, that's what. Dirt Eater, that's who we are. He's Dirt Eater. Smeagol tried, but he can't breathe ashes and drink from nasty fire lakes. We has done them nothing, and they kick us, beat us like dogs. Squeal. That's a joke! It's a bird!
That stupid helmet of his. What did he say? Hey! Make them all burn.
Has something happened down there?
No, all nice and quiet.
Black mark. Now in goes the redstone.
Wait now.
What's that? Who's that? No! Run!
Jump.
Is that what your silence is supposed to tell me? Not one of you has seen anything, heard anything, done anything. No one, except for this one.
No, not us.
Yes. You.
We wasn't there. It wasn't us.
The Great Eye looks deep into your soul.
We must tell them, Precious. It's not just...
Stop mumbling. Who led this conspiracy?
Don't tell the Precious. Blame it on someone else. The Orc. Let him die instead. They will know. They will know.
2 detonations. 2. One on either side. We had eyes on your side. Who was on the other?
He's steals our bread. It's ours, and he steals it. And we are so hungry. Yes, we are. Nasty orc, to starve.
Did you say a name? Speak louder.
But the frail man looks hungry too. He has no bread for us. And still he lives, has survived so many years. Someone must give him bread. All his friends, they must. They owe us, don't they? Yes, they do. Make him give their bread to us.
You're scared. A scared little thing. Someone used you. Someone deceived you. All I want is one name. One name, and you're free.
The orc, the cruel orc right there. It was his plan all along. Always going on about the heat. Oh, it's killing us. Oh, it's killing us.
What? You little rat. He's lying. He's a liar.
Be quiet. Open the cage. He goes up with the other ones.
No! She promised to let Smeagol live!
No, I promised you'd be free.
All clear. Moving on. Wait, halt. That one's on the list. What? 10, 18, 18, 20. That one's on the list. Are you certain? This one looks like waste. List says it's not.
What list?
The one that says not to be touched, like squealers and things the eye wants for himself.
Get out then. Back to your cell. Him you let go?
We can go. Now.
Never heard of that list.
The rest, move on.
Die! I will squash you, little maggot.
They spares us. Why did they spare us, precious?
This wasn't me. But he's lying. He's a lying little worm.
Let him live.
Why him? Now look at that.
Hey, that freak came back from the tower.
What?
He's back.
What's going on?
Grah! Grah! Quiet, snutters.
No bread today for no one until all traitors are dead. Look at that.
Give it back.
It's useless anyway, just as I thought. Even if you'd make it into the tower, there is no way out. Unless you want to swim. Under the execution chamber, see? That must be the sewers where they make the Mormak. But it appears they won't even let you into the execution chamber. Which makes me wonder why.
Smeagol's not a squealer.
And yet, here he is, alive. And robbed me of my most glorious end. Listen to me. If you ever betray one of my people, as much as a mere syllable of a name, we are enemies, you and I.
Smeagol didn't know. He doesn't want the frail man to have a glorious end.
I am sorry. You did well today. There will be plenty of opportunities to die.
The Great Eye sees us.
The Great Eye sees
us.
The Great Eye knows us.
The Great Eye knows.
Move! Move, you little rats!
What's 153 new subjects per week? Balrat?
Not enough.
See? It's simple maths.
Tell your father we will double our efforts.
Where do you think you're going?
Long story short, you need to triple your efforts. Whoever finishes first gets his bread. Everyone else, well, none of you will be eager to meet the Candleman. Shall we then?
Breeding! Breeding!
Where do you think you're going?
My father has many qualities,
those
but
slaves.
forbearance is not among them. And after his little puppy died in your care, shouldn't we spare him any further disappointment? 3 weeks.
Want me to say please? No, you don't. Get in the cart. Impressed? Yeah, our new infantry for the Great War. Lord's army is growing nicely. The Orc is on the rise, and when the Lord has regained his weapon of great power, nothing will stop us. New recruits, follow me. Everyone else, you know what to do. Only one today. Spare me your number. I'll just call you Ugly. Come. Keep your mouth shut, Ugly. Don't want to spoil the Mormac with your spittle. See them down there in the troughs? Yeah, those are our little ones. Don't fall in. Don't fall in. And here are our feeders. Pull that lever. Simple enough. Now, do that with every feeder you can find. And be quick about it. When you're done, you ride back up and report to the Beastmaster. Kalusha, if I were you, I'd be running. All the feeders! Every single one! You're not done!
When does it begin, this great war?
I still see feeders brimming! Do I have to bring the When I say run,
So the Rocklings.
one meal per cell. Come on! Who wants to eat tonight? Come on! Faster!
And what's that weapon of great power, we wonders? The precious, of course. That's what the Lord is waiting for. He must have it. He'll eat us, eat all the world. If we had it, nasty orcs couldn't see us. No one could. We could hide forever. Two left.
You heard the master! Do I have to bring the wind? You're not done! 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 When I say run, you run! Now get back here! Oh, are we proud now for beating an old stick?
Nice bread with juicy maggots.
Everyone back to their cells!
Back to your cells, you vermin!
I've seen there being broken creatures, thousands of them, all fed with that horrible liquid. Quick, need to say words. What's going on here? Good luck with that.
What's the sign say?
That's the traitor's mark. They're always traitors.
Into the tower, into the sewers, to the carts, hide in a crate, and off we goes. Tower, sewer, carts, and off through the gate. The tunnel leads out to the tower, yes?
So I have heard. But even if you somehow made it to the carts, the drivers always check their deliveries. And when they find you, it's over. What you need is a cart driver. One who is in on your plan. One you can trust.
Is he a cart driver?
No, I have no desire to die for you.
From the execution chamber into the sewers, but how do we get there? What's this bird mean? Some birdhouse that leads to the chamber? What's he like, the sorcerer in the tower?
I don't know. But I once heard a story about an unlucky deserter. He was brought into the tower. The Candleman asked him some kind of riddle question. Poor man couldn't answer. So, the sorcerer ripped his heart out with his bare hands.
The tower is the only way.
You don't get it, do you? There is no way at all.
That's an increase of almost 100 new soldiers.
Yes, but don't expect any more from this lot. Look at them.
I am looking at this one in particular.
The little one? What about him?
My father wonders what's inside this unshapely head, and now I wonder too.
No.
Take him to the tower.
You can't.
I can't.
You can't. He's useful, and I am going to keep him.
Perhaps we should have a look inside your head, Beastmaster. Clearly something vital is missing in there. Balrat, take that slave upstairs.
You'll be fine.
Come on, this way. Get in. Nervous? You're sweating. The Master's just meeting with the mouth.
Mouth?
Of Sauron, the Lieutenant of the Tower. Following that, the Master's mood can be a little special. You'll see.
What's that in the middle?
It's called none of your business.
We don't want to wait for gongs, do we? We're right here in the tower, so close to the bridge. Hide in the cart and off we goes. But we can't do that yet, can we? Not without a friendly driver. And we sees no friendly faces here. What does it want from us, this sorcerer? Ask riddle questioners, perhaps. Rip our hearts out with his claws. But we knows riddles too, don't we, my precious? There's the gate. So close. Doesn't smell nice. But perhaps we can trade it for nice maggot bread. Sorcerer won't miss one bottle.
Bell?
The bell opens the gate. But how can we ring it when we're hiding in a crate?
I never much liked that saying. The good old days. Good old this, good old that. I like new things. How long hast thou been overseer down here? Remind me.
That's what they hurt our hands is with.
Yes, the whispers. Such a horrific accident in the mines. Naturally, there's talk. And how fast can talk turn to disorder? Thy daughter has a lovely profile. It reminds me of a sponge. A sponge? Soaking everything up without question or resistance. Quite unlike her mother. Rejoice, dear friend. I'm just paying compliments. You don't frighten me. But why should I want to frighten thee? I only ever wished there to be friendship between us. You are not my friend. In that case, you should be frightened. Should I? Then I say we stop talking. Read. I don't care for your lofty tone. What is this? Your handwriting. Speaking of lofty tones, I found this quite illuminating. Who gave you this? Read it. I know what it says. I never forget my own words. Does our lord? Art thou trying to threaten me? I only ever wish there to be friendship between us. Consider the matter dealt with. Which matter? The bridge to the mines. And don't ever talk about my family again. Have a good night, Lieutenant. It really is. What an unexpectedly diverting conversation. I must visit thee more often. Down here in the pits. Relax, dear friend. Thy shoulders are so very hunched.
They're gone.
Come closer. Are you dying of some illness? Come closer. You must have many questions. Our Lord hates questions. Questions. 3 ways to silence them. Fear, 1 way. 2, a knife. Cut out a tongue. Very effective.
Please, it wasn't us.
Why is your number on the list? You're not strong. You're not wise. Clearly, you're not wise. See? That raises questions. Was the Great Eye mistaken? Certainly not. So why? You weren't the only one behind that act of sabotage. And it certainly wasn't that orc who had to die for it. What's a 3rd way to silence a question? Well, giving an answer. Fear, knife, answer. Which one do you think we should apply?
Answer.
Good. So, what is the answer?
It wasn't us.
Because you were on the list. I know that. You know that. What about everyone else? Good men were buried underneath that bridge, and thus a head must roll. And if it cannot be yours, then whose head shall it be?
He wants us to give him names, or it's a test. A trick to send Smeagol into the light. Tell him the truth. Masters won't send us to the tower again. Smeagol is on the list. Perhaps, yes. But he can hurt our hands. We saw his pincers, didn't we? Knives, scissors, so many ways to make poor Smeagol hurt. Don't let him, Precious. Don't let him hurt our hands. No, not our hands, my love. Not if we speaks the truth.
So?
The frail man, it forced us. It was him.
The old Desert King?
Him and his friends. But we don't know their names.
Don't worry. We will find them. Take that as your first lesson. Never leave any witnesses.
Candleman wants us...
Don't call me that. You can go now.
Waiting for my father. Aren't we all? What does he see in you? I really cannot fathom.
Staunchness.
That's a word I haven't heard in a while. Say your prayer, little man.
The Great Eye sees us.
Go on.
The Great Eye knows us.
Good lad.
Gollum! Breathing halls, now!
Go. You don't want to make him wait.
This way! Don't want to make him wait. She speaks from experience. These days, Candleman's mood swings like a pendulum.
Just master, yes, but sometimes hard to understand.
It's that daughter of his. She has too many ideas.
Why a bridge? That's what I don't understand. Not a crucial bridge either. A little setback, granted, but let's not fool ourselves. It was only a bridge. Thinking about it, maybe you deserve a second chance.
Thank you, my lord.
Come with me. It's time for you to learn how to breed our carrier birds. This is the oven. As far as I understand, it's all about finding the right temperature. Get used to the equipment. In the morning, I want to see results.
But Smeagol doesn't know. He doesn't know how.
Start with the oven. Each egg needs a different temperature. Which egg you choose, that's up to you. That's all I can tell you. Our old breeder would have known more.
Where is it, the old breeder?
Go on. Don't forget to bring my keys when you're done. There's a question that's been troubling me for years. Maybe you have an answer for me. Where does the sun go up?
Where?
Where does the sun go up?
In the east.
No, that's not how it goes.
The sea, the desert.
I'm sorry.
Alika Mustakir! Alika Mustakir!
Cut his tongue up, my lord.
No, let him shout.
We likes tasty birdses. Smeagol doesn't know what to do.
I couldn't tell.
What's behind the door, eh, we wonders?
The old bird tower.
Bird tower, eh? May we see it?
Why would you? The place is in ruin and dangerous.
What's this for, precious?
That's the nest where you hatched the egg. Even I know that.
What's this?
The old breeder liked to scratch. Hated that noise. Had to take his knife away.
So there's more of these, eh? How does one make a bird? They will put our heads up on spikes for all to see. We won't let them, my dear. We will learn. What's this for?
What do you think? It's a pot. You fill it with Mormac, then you throw the egg in.
What's this?
The Mormac. It makes the bird smart and strong. White, brown, black. Each of them creates a different kind of bird.
Make a fire, yes? How many logs do we need?
Don't ask me.
Wasn't asking you. It makes the red tongue stronger. Nice bird, this one. Very nice.
Do you know who this is?
Which king?
Not him, the other one. Aenor, the last king of Gondor.
Smeagol heard stories about the lost king. Long time ago, in the Willowlands, when the river was young, tall king with bright eyes. He lived in a white city with silver towers, and in it there was a stone like the moon. Oh, many 100 years he ruled. Very just. Very just.
Yes, that's how it's commonly told. Tell me how it ends.
Witch King took him, and he was never seen again.
And he was never seen again. Show me. It'll have to do. Put it in the cage. You're the first being it has seen. It will love and serve you for the rest of its life.
Love Sneeko?
How do you want to name it?
Loves us, does it? We shall call it Little One.
And you? You shall serve me now. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. Slaves, wardens, soldiers, anyone. What they say, what they eat, what they dream, I want to know. Show no qualm or pity. You are my monster now. And monsters don't make friends. You're dismissed. You can go back to your cell. When I said, keep your eyes peeled, I was not including me. Now go.
And thou, sweet child? Very well done. Now bring me more.
I will, my lord, don't worry. His flaws are not mine.
I know. Thou wilt be very helpful.
Won't do it. He mustn't have it. He wants it. He wants it back.
No, let me explain how... Oh! Shut up, Grashneg! Stay back! What?
Grashneg must be quiet.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Grashneg must sleep now. Sleep beautifully. Make him strong for work.
Of course. Sorry. I just... Why does everyone call me Grashneg?
It means lamb, the new ones. That's what we call them down here.
Grashneg? Well, just stay in your place. Over there. Please. Marvelous. Oh, what was that?
Time for work.
Up! Run, little slaves! Get moving!
Move, Snaglob!
Shut it. That's the sorcerer's little pet. Hey, what's the hold up? I'm running out of stuff.
Something like this, perhaps.
Burska. Exactly what I'm looking for. I'll give you extra bread for that.
Grashneg siege Baroc.
I don't...
Beasts. You go down to the beasts.
No, please. Please, you don't have to do that.
Grah, you. Go with him and show him the ropes.
But the Candleman awaits us.
Sounds like a Gollum problem to me.
Beasts!
Follow us, Grashneg.
So, Garab and Glaba cleaned out the old compound. The well of stupidity never runs dry. Wonder who reported all of this, though.
Yes, who?
And this one? Another fool from the desert? You work up here, so I can keep an eye on both of you.
No need to worry. That one barks worse than he bites. Down here. What did it try to explain, we wonders?
What?
When it came into the cell, it said, "Let me explain." Explain what?
Oh, my tag. That's what got me into this whole, When they say beasts, what?
What tag? Grashneg has a tag.
Oh, this? No, the tag for the cart. I had it. I always had it in my,
It drives carts, does it?
I was delivering food to the smelters. I'm sure somebody stole it.
Mustn't worry about the beasts. Smeagol helps good Grashneg survive. Yes, and trust Smeagol. Here we are. Climb to the other side. First things first, the slaves chase the cattle. The cattle chases the slaves.
In other words, this one is going to trample me.
Not if we guide him. Go!
Yes, all right.
The fat one looks like a good face.
Go!
The fat one looks like a good face.
Go!
Yes.
Hurry!
That way?
What's it waiting for?
Yes.
Go!
On my
Over
way.
there, see?
Yes, all right.
Good. Now he only has to catch all the others.
There are more. Oh, I won't survive 3 days down here.
Smeagol will help. Smeagol helps Grashneg, yes? And Grashneg helps Smeagol.
Gollum, you are expected in the tower. Don't worry. I will take care of him.
He's in the war room.
The Black Queen, my favorite spider. For months, she waits in her den for some unlucky prey. Just waits, perfectly still. And then... You don't appreciate my allegory?
The virtue of patience, yes. So much to learn from nature. However, when the trap has been set for years and still no prey in sight, we know who starts to doubt that virtue, don't we?
The Lord has nothing to worry about.
That is what I wish to hear. I shall leave thee to it.
There you are.
Globber and Garib has climbed the silent stairs like the Master wanted. Just Master, who does he want us to follow next?
There are more urgent matters now. Come.
What matters, Master?
Baggins. I know that you once spoke of him to our Lord. Describe him for me. What did he look like?
Baggins. Very dark. Where we met, very dark. Hardly saw him. The little thief.
So he was a little creature then? Like you?
Small, yes, small and fat. Barely got away, didn't it? But it cheated.
It'll have to wait, Edith. Go on. What else do you remember?
Large feet. Large, hairy feet with no shoes. That's how it sneaked away from us, the filthy cheat.
What about his face?
Small bright eyes, and it had filthy brown hair. Why does Master ask?
You need not worry about that. Say hello to your bird.
Hello, little one.
See? He worships you. Now it's time to put that devotion to use. Our breed is stronger and smarter than anything nature creates. See that jar hanging below me? There's a figurine hidden inside. Out of reach even for you, right? Well, not for your bird. You will make him fetch it for me. But first, a beast must learn obedience. Call him.
Little one.
Looks like you've bred a rebel. Well, go get him.
Master asks about Baggins. Why does it ask, eh? We wonders.
Then stop wondering, because this doesn't concern you.
Little one, come here.
Don't worry. It will get used to you.
Smeagol would go find Baggins, he would. If he knew where Baggins was.
You would. And you would promise that?
Find it, yes. Go and find Baggins for the Lord. We promises.
Go? The Lord will never let you leave. Trust me.
Come, nice bird. Don't be scared. Hey! Ah, Master said it loves us.
Love doesn't rule out fear. Come back down here. If you cannot command, you must lure. Go and take some pieces of bread.
Bird-like crunchy bread?
More likely the grain inside. Go. See if it allows you to feed it.
Nice bread, yes, nice tasty bread. Go, go!
See what a little grain can do? Now, call him again.
Nice bird, don't fly.
Well done. Now remember the clay jar below me, out of reach for both of us? Point at it, and send the bird to undo the knot.
Little one. Oh. It did it. It does what we says.
Yes. They do not care who we are or what we have done. Unconditional loyalty. Be that as it may, the figurine is still out of reach.
We has it.
Come up here.
Good bird. We're not eating this one, are we, precious?
We must find this Baggins before the elves do. You understand that, don't you? You know the elves, and they're cunning. They want to fill our Middle-earth with starlight, And when they do, they will know all we have done. All we have done. But fear not. We will find the Shire and kill every Baggins we can find. And then you and I and all of us will finally be free. We just need to be patient. Can you be patient?
Patient, yes, we are. We has been. Like spiders. Very, very patient.
Good. For so have I. But now it is time for you to tell me.
Tell him what?
About this treasure that Baggins stole from you.
Treasure? What treasure?
My lord. The mouth is asking for you, my lord.
Again? I must go. Return the bird to his cage. You and I will talk tomorrow.
Don't touch anything in there.
Gollum crawls through mud. Gollum runs from beasts. Gollum breeds slimy orklings. Gollum has been patient, oh yes.
What exactly are we looking for?
If I knew, I would have told you.
It's the daughter.
Wouldn't I? You search over there.
Yes, mistress.
What does it want?
Don't disturb his books. He keeps a system.
It's spying on the master.
Nothing here. I'll go look in the study.
Shh. Watch. What does it want? Closer. Find out what it's up to.
Philosophy. Yes, you always liked that, didn't you?
That bird is a freak.
Yes, just like this ugly thing. Yet it keeps sparking his interest.
Was on the list, I heard.
And I would love to know why.
Could question it.
Keep it quiet. It must know something Father wants.
Closer. Find out what it's up to.
Here we go. Here we go, dear father.
What is it?
A message from Snara, one of his searchers. New information about a place called Shire. Meet at noon. Shire? This might be something the mouth could use.
Shire. Baggins.
Come.
Use how?
Again, I'd tell you if I knew. Let's collect that message. You stay behind and clear this place up. Make sure we leave no traces.
We want to fly. Stay close to them, precious. They're getting away.
Shire? What Shire? That's an odd
We're too far away.
name. A cipher, maybe.
You think Snarl will just hand you his information?
I'm the Candleman's daughter, am I not?
It's hard to tell at times.
Snara, have you seen him?
Not since the early morning. He's probably out on watch duty.
Father's much too busy. Come on, let's move.
Follow them, quick.
The Great Eye sees us. The Great Eye knows us.
Yes, he does. So let's keep working. Prayers alone will not build this bridge. You, posture. You too, have some pride.
Yes, mistress.
And get some water. You look parched.
Hey,
Mustn't lose them.
Snarl.
The Great Eye sees us.
Come on, he doesn't know anything.
Stay close to them, precious.
Snara,
They're getting away.
have you seen him?
Snarl. I saw him talk to the master earlier.
Good lad.
Not that it's my
We're too far away.
mistress. It isn't this treachery.
You're right. It's none of your business. I'm told you know where he is.
He's watching over Hill 4, up on the lookout.
To the tower. Find that Snara before she does. They must never find Baggins.
Snara! What? Visitor! The woman! Bring her up! Come on! What's the hold up?
Perhaps the Snara Orc found out where Baggins lives. No time for questions. Just silence it. All alone now, is it?
What on earth would she want now? Nothing pleasant, that's for sure.
Wants to talk about Baggins, does it? Where is it? Where is it now? No! This way? No, no, no.
Snara.
Get her out of here! Sound the alarm! Body's still warm! They can't be far!
They'll find us. Yes, they will. In our cell, sleeping like a spider.
Nothing here! They're gone!
Yes, we are. We did well. Protected the precious from evil men like we promised. We can't throttle them all. Then find it and hold it and be invisible again. It is time. Old Gollum is ready to vanish.
They call it Gollum. It's been down here forever. Hey, you got something for me?
Shh. After the night horn blows.
Can't wait. What did he want? The sorcerer. Why did he summon you?
Nice desert man mustn't worry about us. Smeagol can bear it on his own.
Oh. So, Smeagol? Is that your name? How did you end up in this hole?
Tried to catch a beetle.
A beetle?
What about him?
Me? Oh, well, I was a soldier. Not a very good one. First battle, I got scared, so I ran. Obviously, I'm not good at running either.
He can drive carts. Smeagol can't do that. Grashneg should get some sleep.
I don't think I can. I can't take my eyes off that tower.
Sleep. Smeagol will keep watch.
Aren't you tired?
Of course we are, of course. So tired. But Smeagol can bear it. He has bought lots of things he has for a very, very long time.
It's me. Show me what you've got.
Logri wants to pick the nicest maggots, doesn't he? From the nicest bread.
What are you talking about? Where are my flasks?
We've got a better thing than flasks, better than dreams, better than sleep. A number.
A number?
One that will earn his master's gratitude. Closer, so we can tell him what we learned about the Candleman's spy and who murdered him tonight.